My brother told my girlfriend I was cheating. She left me for him. Now the truth has finally come. My girlfriend Sarah and I had been together for 3 years. We met sophomore year of college and just clicked. She was studying nursing, I was in engineering, and we spent practically every day together. My little brother Danny was 19, 2 years younger than me. He'd always looked up to me growing up, or at least that's what I thought. When he got accepted to the same university, I was excited to have him around. I introduced him to Sarah and all my friends, helped him move into his dorm, even got him a job at the coffee shop where I worked weekends. Everything seemed normal at first. Danny would hang out with us sometimes, come to movie nights, join us for dinner. Sarah thought he was sweet and treated him like a little brother too. But around November, things started getting weird. Sarah began asking me strange questions out of nowhere. Like if I was happy in our relationship or if I'd been spending time with anyone else. I had no idea where this was coming from. We weren't fighting. Everything was good between us. Then one night, Sarah showed up at my apartment crying. She said we needed to talk. My stomach dropped because I knew something was seriously wrong. She told me Danny had come to her dorm room earlier that day. He said he couldn't keep quiet anymore because it was eating him alive. He told Sarah that I'd been cheating on her with a girl from my thermodynamics class named Jessica. Said he'd seen us together multiple times, holding hands at the library, getting coffee, even kissing in the parking lot behind the engineering building. I was completely stunned. None of that was true. Jessica was my lab partner. We studied together because the class was brutal, but that was it. I'd never even thought about her that way. I tried explaining this to Sarah, but she wasn't hearing it. She said Danny showed her photos on his phone. Pictures of me and Jessica sitting close together at a table, walking across campus, standing by my car. The photos were real, but Sarah didn't understand the context. Those were all from study sessions or group projects. Danny had made it look like something it wasn't. I begged Sarah to believe me, even offered to call Jessica right then and there to prove nothing was happening, but Sarah was too hurt and angry. She said the photos were proof enough that Danny had no reason to lie about something like this. She broke up with me that night and left my apartment in tears. I tried texting and calling for days. She blocked my number. I showed up at her dorm and her roommate told me Sarah didn't want to see me. I was devastated. Lost like 15 pounds that month because I couldn't eat. My grades started slipping. Meanwhile, Danny suddenly started spending a lot of time with Sarah. He told my parents he was just being there for her as a friend during a hard time. Said he felt guilty for being the one who had to tell her the truth. My mom actually praised him for being so supportive. What I didn't know was that Danny had been interested in Sarah since the day he met her. 2 months after Sarah and I broke up, they started dating. My own brother and my ex-girlfriend. My parents thought it was a little weird, but figured people can't help who they fall for. I felt sick every time I saw them together on campus. Danny had stolen my life. Fast forward to last month. I was at the gym when Jessica texted me out of nowhere. She said she needed to talk to me about something important and asked if we could meet for coffee. When we met up, she looked nervous. She told me her roommate Becca had been dating Danny briefly right before he got together with Sarah. Apparently, Becca found something on Danny's laptop when she was using it to print an assignment. A folder labeled Sarah with dozens of photos of me and Jessica. But these weren't just the photos Danny had shown Sarah. There were screenshots of him editing the photos, adjusting timestamps, even photoshopping one image to make it look like Jessica and I were holding hands when we weren't. Becca had taken pictures of everything with her phone before Danny got home. Jessica showed me the evidence on her phone and I felt my hands start shaking. Danny had fabricated the whole thing, spent weeks planning it, taking photos without me knowing, editing them to look worse than they were, all to break me and Sarah up so he could have her. I immediately sent everything to Sarah. She didn't respond for 2 days. Then she called me sobbing. She'd confronted Danny and he'd admitted everything. Broke down crying, saying he was in love with her and didn't know what else to do. Sarah dumped him on the spot. She came to my apartment wanting to talk, but I honestly didn't even want to see her. She believed Danny over me without giving me a real chance to explain. Let him manipulate her and destroy what we had. Danny got kicked out of the coffee shop when the manager found out what he did. Most of our mutual friends won't talk to him anymore. Even our parents are disappointed, though my mom keeps making excuses about him being young and making mistakes. Sarah keeps trying to apologize and fix things between us. Part of me still loves her, but I can't forget how quickly she believed the worst about me. How she chose to trust Danny's lies over 3 years of us being together. I don't know if I can ever get past that.